where we are using now the use of geographic grid. Use of geographic grid. Nowadays, modern telecommunications and navigation use this. What is the use of the geographic grid? Used for what? To specify location, all 5 dimensions: distance, direction, shape, and size of an area. These are the 5 things. First role is this: to specify location and distance, direction, shape and size of an area. First role is this. Done? Now these things help to find out, like to just used for navigational purposes. This map, when you know all this, it help in which purposes? Navigational role. Help used for navigational purposes, as well as this geographic grid used for what? Telecommunication purposes. There are 2 major roles, right? So now how GPS is working, how the Navic system is operating, how we have a mobile internet which is through the space operates. Answer is what? Through using the concept of what? Geographic grid. So used for navigational purposes, these are 2 important modern use: navigational use and telecommunication uses. Okay, now who has developed, right, think of who has developed the world level communication and navigational system? World level as well as what? Regional level. So there are 2 types of navigational and telecommunication networks has developed at the global level, as well as what called regional and local level developed. So now to have a world level communication system and navigational system, we need a satellite. So that means this is done using what called satellite based navigation and communication both. Question is how? So you can read in science and tech also, but just little basic I am just dealing with. So UPSC has asked this question in the mains in the paper 1. So it should be asked in paper 3, but they are asking in paper 1 the same question as UPSC is asked in the mains. Satellite based navigation telecommunication. So for a world level communication, suppose this is on Earth, you want to keep an eye on every part on the Earth. So how many satellites are required to keep a track on every point? So let's just to have a coverage point of view, because of the shape of the Earth is roughly spherical. So one satellite can track not the entire one. One can track only 1/3 is possible. When it take a photograph, it can take only what called 1/3 of the Earth is tracked by one satellite. This is satellite 1. This will be satellite 2nd. This is satellite number 3rd. So that means at least how many satellites are required to cover the entire Earth? 3. At least 3 satellites are required. But problem in the telecommunication is we need a real time communication without a time lag, without a loss of time. For that, one satellite they have to keep it on one time zone. One time zone. You try to understand that. So to have a real time communication, the number of satellites get what? Increased. So that means now how many Earth is divided with a 1 hour gap? How many time zones? Earth is divided. That means Earth is divided into 24 time zones with a 1 hour time gap. So they want to keep an eye on every time zone. every time zone. So how many satellites are required now? 24. So that means minimum number of satellites required is 24. Minimum number of satellites required for world level telecommunication and navigation is around 24 plus. So if you have more precision, more accuracy, so a number of satellites should be above what? 24. At least 24. At least what? 24. So like China is having a project of 35 satellites. Okay. And American GPS is still with the 24.